we're down in Enosburg here with the new tractor and the chisels. The little chisels, definitely little on this thing. We are planning on doing a section with this thing just to actually work the tractor before winter and when we park it. Because in the winter there's nothing really to work it, so if there is any little issues with it that we don't know about, we would much rather figure them out now than the first day of fall, like the BTO sensor. So that is still broken, but you don't need that to pull these. So we're gonna go rip some dirt and get her warm for a couple hours, see what happens. Definitely different having front duals. Not the first tractor I've drove with front duals, because I drove a John Deere out in Ohio on grain cart for a little bit that had front duals, and there's no difference compared to that to this, but it's different compared to the fatties that we run. So I've been going probably for 30 minutes. I didn't record anything yet because I've been dialing in the transmission through settings and stuff to get it to work at peak torque and everything, because we've never gone through it for working, so it was all set to other settings, and I was kind of learning this system compared to the other one, and I didn't want to look like a fool on camera, so I've been playing with it. I got it working kind of how the other tractor does. I figured out what the fastest she'll pull it at without like dying. 7 miles an hour, it pulls it perfectly fine. I can pull it faster, but 7 miles an hour, she'll work it all day. It's not hard at all. It's 6.7 to 7 miles an hour. It keeps fluctuating. I have the preset, my cruise control is set at 7.5, and with this one, it's like my tractor. When you're working ground, because you have the ground slippage a little bit and stuff like that, and because you're putting so much torque down and stuff, you kind of are actually driving a half a mile an hour slower than what your preset's at. I'm sorry for the sun, but it's kind of just there. And I'm gonna turn around and I'll just keep talking. Now that we're not in the sun, I'll show you a little bit. So right now we're only doing 4. When I'm working ground, I set my RPMs with the hand throttle to exactly where my preset's at, which is 1900. Pierre just showed up. He'll be in this video, I guess. I asked him if he wanted to come, so he came. But I set my hand throttle to 19, the same as my RPMs, and then that way when I take it out of cruise, the tractor doesn't like jerk like that. It'll slow down to whatever I force the speed to, and then I can hit my cruise again and my speed will go up. I can come in here, and right here it's green, you see that? That's connecting my cruise control to my RPM, so they'll come in together. I can turn that off. I just don't, because people will forget it's turned off and it screws everybody else up. So I just set my hand throttle with this and like the raking tractor, and it just makes everything easy, and it's not hard to set the damn hand throttle. We got Pierre here. So now my RPMs are staying up. I stop. Howdy. Not much. This is his first experience in here.
Yeah. It's locked. It's quiet.
Yeah.
Very quiet.
I don't know. It's too bright to record anything. So we'll back it up a spec. I don't need to with this transmission, but I choose to. Alright. I pushed that way too hard. But yeah. It pulls at 7. We're over truck ruts. It pulls at 7 easily. And then I can really push it hard and hammer it. But 7, I don't want to break the chisels either. Bad sunlight for recording. You're good. I'll let Pierre drive for a little bit. That way I can get some footage for you guys. We don't have the drawbar set right at the front, because this tractor sits a little higher with the drawbar setup, but because we're only trying it for today, we weren't changing that. But I think it's only like an inch or two, so nothing crazy. You do not feel that chisel plow behind that thing. Yes, and anyone that's asking, it is small for that tractor. But like I've said in the past, we chisel plow like 7 days a year. It's very hard to justify spending a lot on tillage equipment, at least chisels, when you only do it 7 days. Doesn't mean you'll never change it in the future, but right now, that's how it's gonna be. That thing's quiet. Oh, I'm excited for spring. Just for planting reasons, because I'm not driving that. Alex is getting that this year. She's all excited. Look at that, ripping up some dirt right into a sunset. For me, so I could get some fancy shots.
Oh yeah, they get the action shot.
I do. Kind of impossible by yourself though. So, what are your first impressions on driving this?
Goes good. Cab's a little bit bigger. Got pretty good power compared to the 84s.
Has a little bit less than mine. That one has the rail injection compared to the old one, which is normal injection. So it has more, and then this one's kind of a tractor right in between the two, but with a little bit more luxury. There's truck marks here, so we gotta slow her down. But
so this is in between the little 84 and the big 84?
Yep, they're right between it.
Yeah.
And we're going, nothing, no serious issues we've came across. There's a light blinking because of a filter that it recommends we should change, but that's been on since Snappage pushing.
Should be fine.
Yeah, it happens to everyone, all the Masseys. It's a common filter you gotta change out every now and then. Same code, same thing, so it's nothing big. Yeah. Compared to any other equipment you've driven?
I mean, it's different than a Deere, different than a New Holland. A lot different power because of the transmission.
Yeah.
A lot better than the IVT. Obviously it's not like a power shift.
Yeah. He's done a lot more tillage with the IVTs than I have. I've never actually tilled. I've only ran grain cart on them.
Nice.
So I could say Pierre beats me in that field on knowing more about
Actually, no, I've never did much with the IVTs tillage wise.
just the New Holland.
Just the New Holland.
Okay.
With the fucking, what is it? Oh, they call it power shift.
Yeah.
19 speed.
So basically, it's the same thing as our 200, just a lot more power.
Yeah, that tractor goes good.
Yeah. But these are different than those. Drove most of them. She pulls good though. Can't complain. And give you guys a little bit of fall tillage. Nobody was expecting that.
Yeah.
Surprise content coming at you guys. These truck turnaround marks are rough.
This field muddy?
No, it's dry as hell down here. It's sandy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do 1 or 2 more passes in the field because I got done that section back there. That's really all I wanted to get done. I've been chisel plowing for, I don't know, hour and a half maybe? Hour? I can't remember. I started.
Yeah, probably an hour.
Oh, it's almost hour and a half. We'll go with that. Nothing, no issues that I've came across, really. Kind of went through the computer more, learned to get it how we want it. Probably not figured everything out yet, but this is the first big job we've done with it other than pushing. So, nothing to complain about. And I like it. Alex is gonna have a blast with it, chisel plowing, I think.
Yeah, it's fun.
It boogies.
Yeah. Definitely doesn't pull very hard.
You do not feel it behind it, like we're just cranking. So I think the only thing she might complain about is the steering, because it doesn't have the dual, so it has stoppers on it. So it doesn't turn as wide as the duals, but once you get used to that, it's not the end of the world. Here we are walking around the tractor. I was like, we found no problems. And then I already pulled it out. It don't leak, but I stuck it back in. I found a nail in the tire. It don't leak. I just stuck it back in for video reasons. Freaking nail in our tire. Yeah. She goes pretty damn good. Looks mean with no bucket system on there. Chisel's a little small, you say?
Oh yeah.
You got his milk cows, not taxpayers.
Oh, yeah.
I like that. But I'm gonna end the video here. A little bit of fall tillage for you guys. Not a lot, but it's something. Go till the next one.